Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Thursday the 19th of March. This is Kim speaking for Easy Trader. Okay, looking at the pound dollar first, and as you can see from the daily chart, yesterday's FOMC really did kick off some fireworks. We're seeing most of the gains made by the pound, and we'll see in a moment in the euro have been sort of given back through the later US Asian session into this morning. At the moment there is a chance we could give back some more of that yet. The way it's coming, it's looking quite negative in the shorter terms. We put in the 4 hourly, we put this pivot swing in, which could see us coming back towards the 4 hourly 8 moving average. Lower bands there wouldn't be too out of place, so it has sold off quite strongly, possibly too strongly in some respects. You're coming back to the daily, the hourlies here. There are some levels of support because it broke through all the major trend lines there, but we're now coming back down towards the 20 moving averages, etc. The 34. Then there's the 50. So the earlier, quicker moving averages are coming in to give some support. But at the moment, it does look relatively weak. You look at the shift of we've switched from this sort of positive momentum that moved up. It's switched quite quickly. However, it's just a case of looking at if any of these support issue areas can actually give some sort of decent support to create a bounce. It just doesn't look like it will at the moment, but as it continues selling off quite strongly. I think the problem is obviously the comments that were made were sufficiently negative at the time for the dollar, but there's a realization that it's probably no better anywhere else. So that's the situation. Okay, looking at euro dollar, it's a very similar picture. You'd almost think you're looking at the same currency, the way it's moved. Probably found a bit of more resistance as it rallied up and didn't quite probably make so many pips, but again it's put the bearish pivot swinging at the moment. Got the potential coming down for its 4 hourly 8, and beyond that we've got support levels in terms of the major moving averages there. Shorter time frame here says the picture looks almost identical, selling off at the moment. The 21 may give some support. If it doesn't, I'd be looking towards the maybe the 50 may give some support, but I'm not overly bullish on this market, even though we've had that shot up. It could well come back into the trend. So often if you put regression channels in here, actually if I drop a regression channel on here for a moment, you'll see what I mean. Often get the right one, and we pop this between here, and even if you take the highs here, you'll see pricing coming most likely back towards the center of this. This is sort of it's so often price returns to trend, and there's certainly the possibility that what we'll see today. Okay, so just looking at we got to of course this morning whilst on there's the Swiss interest rate statement at 8:30. I don't normally talk about this, but they've got a conference and everything else, which may affect of course the euro again. We may see some volatility around the euro at 8:30, but more to affect the euro is at 10:15. We've actually got the targeted outro figure coming out. Now this figure will show the amount of borrowing that's been made on the original agreements that were made in terms of some financial easing. Now, if these figures, now they're expecting it to be quite bad. It was originally forecast it would be about 129 billion, 130 billion. Looks like about 40 billion forecast now, so it looks like it's really underutilized. And if that will be the case, it puts more pressure on for the existing or the new financial easing to be pumped up, as opposed to expecting the original ideas to work. So we'll see how it runs, but if it comes in low, I should imagine that we'll see a drop in the euro. If it comes in higher than expectation, we could see the euro flying, but at 10.15 just watch out for the volatility there. Right, okay, dollar, finally dollar yen, let's have a look. what's going on here. Similar picture, and it's just inverted. Again, working back towards that 122 area, or 121.5 area at the moment, and is probably a little bit closer to some of its key moving averages as it's rallied through the Asian session there. Just at the moment, just looking like it's going to break some of the key moving averages, the short-term key moving averages there, and push up back towards the hourly 50. Now, of course, these may come to an abrupt halt all of a sudden, but at the moment, it's certainly, as I say, looks like it'll be going back towards the mode, or to the average there. We're seeing everything being sold off so quickly at the moment. Okay, I've got all of my indicators flashing away. Finally, sorry, the Aussie dollar, similar picture. No surprises. Coming off, not probably come off quite so much still, but the same bearish pivot swing in again on the 4 hourlies, and again coming back towards the 4 hourly 8s. It was a bit more of a choppy mess, technical way of putting it, but it was a bit more of a mess, and it may find a bit of support beforehand, but same old really, I'm afraid. Let's just refresh this chart. There we go. You see where the daily pivot is, so we're just dropping below daily pivot. At the rate of movement here, again, it's just looking for the key moving averages as almost targets for them to come back. And again, if you put a regression chart line on, you'd see the price possibly normalizing, coming back into that range. Okay, that's it for me. There's nothing Aussie-wise should affect us today. Let's just check. Nope, nothing there. So it is the main figure really. Watch out when the Swiss are doing they're talking at 8:30, but the main figure at 10:15. Right, have a great day. Bye for now.